We are live with the CEO of Big Three Clothing International, and today he's going to share his story, his journey so far, how he built this business from ground up, from scratch. This man built this business from small, and today you will get to know about his journey. All right, let's go. So, sir,
Oh, brother, how you doing?
well, good. God bless.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Sir, please, can you tell us about yourself, your name, and
Okay, my name is Damilola Osasona. I am the founder and the chief designer here at Beauty.
okay.
I am a Christian, firm believer of Christ. Life journey. I'm the firstborn of four kids
Wow.
in my family. Then I studied mass communication, undergraduate and postgraduate. I love my job very well. I love my job very well. I'm a very simple person. I I believe that God created us so that we can fulfill in purpose on earth. So yeah, I guess that's about little about me.
You got admission in 2012,
Right.
Kwara State University.
Yeah. Right.
Good. So how were you? Because I can see that your business is established in 2011.
Yes.
So like, how do you cope with schooling and running a business then?
Okay. So allow me to say that it was more like an assignment of focus. Yeah, I think focus helped me, knowing that I have to do well in school and also do well in business. So I was able to meddle in between school and doing business just by focusing, understanding, and prioritizing what's more important than just setting my priorities right, basically.
Wow. If I should ask, business and schooling, what inspired you to go into fashion specifically at that very young age then?
Okay, so I'll be lying if I said it's passion. It wasn't at first. It wasn't. It was me just being responsible and trying to lay my hands on something to do, other than just roaming the streets. All right, and I just thought, okay, what's it I can do, just to, somehow not roam the streets and ensure that I'm responsible for myself. So yeah, so that's how I started, and along the line, I learned on the job. I fell in love with the job, and here we are today. We thank God for how far He has brought us. Yeah, so it was getting to be responsible first. It was being responsible first, then of course much more later
The
passion.
passion came in.
Yeah.
Wow, super awesome, sir. I knew you very, very long time ago from one of my friends. I don't know if you know him, Ayodeji Adodo.
Oh yes, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know from Edison?
Yes, now. That's been a very long. That is person is very short. I've known him since maybe 2012 or 20.
Yes. So I think then there's a name you bear. The name of your business was like a female's name. Beatrice.
Yes. Okay, so the full pronunciation of B3 is actually Beatrice. Like it's So and it emanated from my mom's name.
Good. That's the story I was trying to tell.
Okay, and that emanated from my mom's name. My mom bears Beatrice Bosedi.
Okay.
Yes, so those are my mom's names, and of course, yeah. For you to know that story, you really done your assignment very well.
How were you able to manage schooling and running a business?
Okay, so I think along the line in 2012, 2013, it was more like I'd done business for a year.
Okay.
And I'd tasted school at least for a year. Now, it was a question of whether I'm going to be doing fashion in the future, like in the near future. So it was like I had to take foresight into the future. Okay, so what is it that the future holds for me in concerning school and concerning fashion? So you get, am I going to choose this career? Am I going to go into fashion full time, and school will just be like a learning curve? and like a means of exposure for
Exposure.
me.
Yeah.
Do you get? And when I thought about it, I realized that I can actually do both. I can thrive in career, and I can thrive
Yeah,
as a
academics.
businessman.
Yeah.
So I know that it has to be that I would pass, and not just pass. I have to at least get good grades that will enable me to further and to push me further in the career of mass communication. And also, I know that the business of fashion requires a level of transparency, honesty, and what's the word now, that people are able to depend on you.
Accountability.
Accountability, yeah. So I had to imbibe all of this, what's it called? I had to imbibe all of these things in myself, and I know that the more I go, the more people I meet, the more opportunities that comes my way. A wise man once said that you are as rich as your network. Network, beg your pardon.
Yes,
your network
network.
is your network. So I know that for you to be like a people person, then of course you have to be trustworthy. You have to be somebody that they can really, really trust. If somebody is able to trust you with 10,000 naira today, I mean, who knows what happens next tomorrow? The person is able to trust you with $10,000, and you go from there.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
yeah.
That's for since you're into clothing. Now the question is, how? What do young people need? What do they need? How do they go into the clothing business? How should they start? What are the first steps they should take to
I,
consider it as a
Are
business
you
for them?
asking me in the aspire? Okay, that is what you're asking me. Aspire to acquire all that you desire, even if it requires you to perspire.
What?
Ignore that. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. Okay, so for you to do well in anything that you do, I think it requires patience first.
True.
Uh, One thing that is missing in today's world is patience. People want to people want to start a journey today, and in another 1 year they want to like get achieve a solid milestone in whatever it is, whatever field, whatever business they are doing. I don't think it's not like that. I don't, in my little experience, I don't think it's like that. I approach everything with a sense of seed sowing, seed time, and harvest. That's how I see everything that we do, and it's not. I think cash crops are the ones that it takes time before you harvest them, right?
Take years.
I can't remember my Greek very well, but if my memory serves me right, and the ones that are really, really, really capital intensive, that brings more money,
Yes.
it takes a lot of time before you can harvest from
Harvest,
it,
yes.
right? So cocoa is one of it. So patience is one major thing that you actually need in whatever journey you want to start,
Okay.
because it's not all the time that things will go your way.
Yes. Yes.
So patience now gives you the mind to be persistent and consistent. So consistency means that you're doing that thing over and over again to gain mastery. Persistent means that even when it does not look like you're going to get results, so far you know that, I mean, you are not repeating your mistakes. I mean, just keep going. It's only a matter of time before you tend to work out. Yeah.
Growing your business, running your business. Have there been any moments where you felt like giving up? Like, man, I can't continue with this shit. Let me just do something else. Have there been a moment like that when you wanted to give up on this business?
Well, yeah, actually, there was once. I think that was the beginning of a break for me. It was the beginning of my turning point, in all honesty, and that was in 2019, 2020.
During lockdown?
Yeah, we had not even gotten to lockdown. It was late 2019, stroke early 2020.
Okay.
Yeah. So what happened? We were low on sales, and I had a project that I wanted to run. A man that I believe that I'm really forever indebted to. He gave me just one piece of advice, and that was one of the things that settled it. He said, "Mr. Ahmad of Essence, respect, boss." So he said something to me that may see, if your business cannot pay for its expansion yet, it doesn't mean you are failing. It means you just need to look inwards, right? Get your product to more people. Take time to get your product to more people, and the money for the expansion will come.
Organically.
You don't, yeah. You don't need to pressure yourself much on. Okay, this is it. Looking what I say. Okay, yeah. So, what is it that I need to do to get my product to more people? And one of the questions that came to my mind was, do you even have a solid product enough? And that was it. So I started looking into how we were going to improve on so that dictated us to change some things that I don't want to go into, and that was it. I did it. 2020, people complained of pandemics and all that, but it was a major milestone for us.
Wow.
To get, we started in reaching some heights and stuff, and in 2021, I think middle of 2021, we went. That was when we went on Billboard.
Your billboard is everywhere.
I mean,
I was talking to my guy. I said your billboard is everywhere.
we've been on Billboard since 2021, late 2021.
Mad marketing.
You get, so
your billboards are very, very strategic.
I have tons of mistakes that I've made in the past. I'm still making mistakes.
Yes.
And look, I think I said it earlier in this interview that what makes you grow as a person is doing something over and over again consistently, right? But ensuring that you don't repeat your mistakes.
Yeah.
Do you get? So now, one of the major mistakes is, I think the one that I would mention or that I would say is thinking social media fame or trend is synonymous to success. I've made that mistake in the past, and I'm never repeating that, and I will never repeat that. I think I'm saying that because I feel like you said the people who are younger than I am.
Yes, sir.
And I think what is affecting their generation now is everybody wants to be in the media, everybody wants to blow this and this. It doesn't necessarily make you successful.
True.
And man, it's just vanity in the long run. So I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. As much as that thing is good, I mean, a media chain. I understand the power of the media.
Yes, sir.
Right. As much as that thing is really good, what is most important, right, is growth. And growth is what you define it to be. Growth is relative. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
Growth is relative. I'll give you a relatable, example.
Yes.
I used to say that what is most important to me as regards growth is that if I was making 1,000 naira monthly in 2023 or 2024, then I want to make 5,000 naira
in sales.
Yes, in sales, in turnover. If I'm making 1,000 naira in sales every month in 2023 and 2024, then in 2025 I want to be able to make 5,000 naira. And how do I make 5,000 naira? That is what I focus on. Right.
Yes,
it doesn't necessarily have to be financial now. It could be anything. You could say that, okay, if I'm able to do this within this time, then I want to be able to improve more and do this. So define growth and make it relatable. It has to be like relative to what you're doing.
Yes.
To you yourself.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what other mistake? Finance is rare. Yeah. I wouldn't want to start spreading my dirty linen outside, but finances is one of the things that plague people. And I think it requires that you take time to have a level of financial literacy before you get to a level like you should be financially literate before you before you start doing some things in your business, before you start having some breaks in your business. It's very, very important that you're financially literate. You understand how money works.
Yes, sir.
Money and water, but let us good.
Now that you don't click. You don't understand money and water. Well, a lot of young people out there, they feel like clothing business, you guys make lots of money.
It's true.
It's true.
We make a lot of money, yeah, it's true.
Wow. So it's true.
It's true.
Okay.
If he is a come maker, it's true. I mean, it's true. Yes, we make a lot of money. Fashion is good mine. It's true.
You can say it's profitable too.
Ah, very profitable. Very, very profitable. Very profitable.
Yeah, I said it too. Not me to come, How do you source for your materials? I heard sourcing materials is quite challenging sometimes.
Yeah, well, I think it depends on what you're looking for.
Okay.
Really, yeah, it depends on what you're looking for. I source locally. I buy from Ilorin here, buy from Lagos, I buy from China and Turkey.
Wow, China and Turkey.
Yeah.
Materials. Wow, yeah, a big time fashion brand.
Bro.
Big time fashion brand, sir.
Bro, forget all these ones.
How do you decide? How do you determine the price of your outfit after sewing?
Well, what does it cost to run the business is what I ask myself every time. We have running costs, daily running costs, weekly running costs, and we have monthly running costs. Do you get? And the way to track profitability in any business is after you remove your running cost, you're still able to, be left with a little profit, and that's fine. So that is how I track mine.
Okay. And how has Bank of Industry supported your business?
Bank of Industry, I think it was referral from somebody at first. Yeah. Then, after I approached and they looked into the business, they saw the prospects and all of that. I don't want to go into details. That's how we were able to have a deal with Bank of Industry. And the support was really quite helpful because one of the things that we were working on was creating capacity. It was more like we needed to create capacity, and that was where Bank of Industry came in, and it was a really nice collaboration. Trust me.
What plans do you have for B3 Clothing International?
Plans?
Yes.
Oh, well, with what we have here, allow me to say it's obvious that this brand we're building something international. We're building a global brand.
Yes.
Well, we may be in Ilorin for now, but it doesn't limit us. We're building.
So from Ilorin we can serve the world.
Yes, we're serving already. So we're serving already. So we just need to keep doing what we need to do to get to where we hope to get to. Yeah. So of course, the international there is not silent. It's very loud. It's very loud.
Yes, I am aware of the international.
The international in our name is very, very loud.
Yes, I am aware of that.
It's there for a reason.
Yes. Yeah. So for young people who want to go into business, what's going to be your biggest piece of advice for them?
Biggest piece of advice. I think what I'm going to say, I said it earlier in the interview, is see everything you need to do or you want to do as seed time and harvest. And this advice cuts across every phase of doing business. It cuts across starting, it cuts across retainership. So when I say retainership now, it means that you started, you are now having clients. Then the process of retaining those clients, because retaining those clients is the only way you can grow. Do you get? If you are just recycling clients, it's only a matter of time before you fall off.
Yes.
But if you retain your clients, and people start coming in,
and get more clients
from there, that is the only way you can. So see everything you do as seed time and harvest.
Nice proverb. What's the funniest thing that happened you've seen as a business owner? Yes, in relation to people.
I think the funniest should be that we employed someone.
Okay.
The person came, resumed to work, and resigned the next day.
Ah.
Okay, so that's funny, right?
That's funny.
Yeah, the person came, resumed work, and resigned the next day.
Why?
For reasons best known to her.
Okay,
The lady, yeah. I mean, she just gave. I'm like, did you think about it before? Because I mean, she gave a reason for resignation, right? Which I just asked myself, like, did you think about all of these things before applying for the job? And she was actually qualified because she went through interview and stuff. So it's not that she was not qualified. It's not that maybe we sent for her and they just brought her to us.
Yes.
And we just gave her a role. No, she applied for the job. She screened. She did interview, and from there. So
how do you feel about this? All of this?
Grateful to God.
Looking back,
it's all sense of gratitude every time I look at this place, because man, it took believing God to know that this can actually happen before it happens. And I'm glad that I actually trusted God enough to so gratitude is how I feel.
Yes. If you believe yourself, you only have yourself to believe. But if you believe yourself and you believe God, you have yourself and God to believe.